All right, cool. What's good, everybody, and welcome back to a new video. So in today's video, we're gonna try out this new website that I just came across. It's not a new website, I'm just new to it, which is called the FXREPLAY, right? So FXREPLAY is a whole entire backtesting website where you guys are able to backtest your strategy, right? I just got into this account. This is completely new. I'm using the free session as of right now, just giving it a try. I'm gonna make a video to show you guys. We're actually gonna be doing a backtesting session together. We're going to be back testing my strategy, the strategy that I use every single day to day trade, the strategy that I showed you guys every single time, strategy that I'm trading with my VIP group, and the strategy that I'm sending you guys the free signals, right? So we're going to do this live. This over here is the dashboard. As you guys can see, it's pretty cool. It's very designed, very nice. You guys have the trade taken, the overall win rate, the historical time. So pretty much it collects your data of every single back testing that you guys are doing. This is pretty cool because it shows you guys any type of pair that you guys trade. So we're going to be back testing. This is test one. We're going to have an account balance of $5,000 and we're going to be trading gold, which is the same exact pair that I trade every single day. So this is pretty cool. You guys can also journal your trade, which is dope. So let me get into this. We're going to go to chart. Let's see what this is about. We're going to be back testing my session. I do believe since this is the free trial, I don't know exactly how many trades you guys are able to place. I'm pretty sure it's up to 3 trades. But we're going to do a back test, right? So don't forget you have up to 50 trades per month. All right, 50 trades per month. We're going to be back testing this. This is pretty cool. This is a completely new trading view. All right, so we're going to be back testing gold. We're going to be doing a week straight, right? So we have an account balance of $5,000. We're going to be backtesting. We're going to be doing exactly the same thing that I do every single time. We're going to be seeing exactly what is our win rate within 1 week of trading. So very clean. Let's go into gold. Let's start off from a higher time frame. So let's see what's going on over here. So gold overall bullish, right? This is this year, but we are trading May. So what we're going to do first thing first, right? We're going to mark up obviously levels, key areas of interest where I'll be interested in either buying the market or selling the markets. So let's see what we got. Let's put horizontal line here. Can I put this as favorites so I don't have to go back every time? Let's see, am I? Never mind. Oh yeah, I can. So we have this one. Which other one do I use? I use a trend line sometimes. Horizontal line. Let's go over here. What do we have? We need a long position. We need a short position. What else do I use? Maybe not fib. I really don't use that one a lot. Arrows, definitely need it. That's what I like to mark out the zones that I'm looking for buys. We need this one. We need definitely rectangle. All right, cool. We're just going to use these exact whatever tools in here. So we're going to start off from a daily time frame. So what we're going to be looking at, obviously I have not traded in May. This was a long time ago. This was a month ago. So we're going to just do an overall back test. So we're going to start off from the monthly time frame. First thing first, obviously we're going to mark up monthly previous highs, which is going to be this one, previous lows, and then we're going to mark up our previous highs. So we're going to make this a little bit different color. One. Let's put this one. All right, cool. So we have the monthly lows, monthly highs. That is something that I have to mark up always. Go to the weekly structure, right? We understand that the weekly time frame, we are still bullish. We are pretty much coming back to retest these other previous weekly lows, which as of right now, price action is kind of rejecting, trading above it. So we're also going to be marking up our weekly current highs, which is going to be set right over here. Okay, we understand all of them are bullish. All right, so this is where I want to understand. So we're looking at the daily time frame. We did see that daily, we did come back towards these lows over here, which was previous lows. Oh my God, this is all ugly colors. Let's put this black. We're going to put this one gray. I'm going to put this a little bit lower. Oh, my bad, is this one. All right, cool. Whatever. So we understand that the daily time frame, we're coming back towards these lows over here, which was previous week lows as well. Then we have our weekly highs. We're coming back towards the same exact lows where price action is having a reaction from, right? So again, I only trade, supply and demand, looking for areas of interest where price action has, the high probability of having a type of reaction from, right? So as of what I'm seeing right now, we are coming back towards, we came back towards these exact lows over here, which we did see the first push towards the upside, right? So this was the beginning of April, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Let's put this another color. So this was, well, April 25th, right? no, my bad, April 14. This is exactly the demand zone that we pretty much fall. We had a very strong bullish push towards the upside. We did see that price action broke above these highs over here, which price action obviously broke underneath. We got the pullback. We did see that we did see some type of seller opportunities over here. So we have some areas of resistance over here, which is also going to be marked up as the daily highs, right? So we go back into the dailies. Yeah, daily highs, weekly. How does it look like? These are the weekly highs as well, which price action is failing to break above. All right, so we have that in mind. So we have this in the 4-hour time frame. We also have a 4-hour broken structure, which is going to be right over here. This is something to have marked up as well. And then what do we have here? So these are just key levels where obviously price action can pull back towards. We are seeing that price action is having a rejection towards these levels. Okay, cool. Let's go back to a 30-minute time frame. What are we looking at here? All right, so 30. We have a broken structure right over here. This is something interesting to have an eyes on as well. Let's put this smaller. All right, so let's go lower time. So this happened, well, what date is this right now? This is Thursday. So this was all Thursday New York session. That means that we tapped here during the New York. We had a bounce. This was here the after New York session. We're coming here. These are now the Asian session. Okay. So we are now going to be trading the Asian session. I'm pretty sure. This is Thursday. All of this is the Asian session. Okay. So we're going to push this a little bit further. Hopefully I don't push anything quickly. We're going to be trading, you know what? We're going to be trading the London session. So this is still, oh, you know what? We're in a fucking 3-minute time. This is going to take forever. Or you know what? My bad, guys. We're just going to be doing this how we always do it. So first thing first, coming back towards these highs. Price action is currently retesting. This also marks up with these previous highs. And then we also have these levels over here. I mean, this looks easy as fuck, honestly. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to be waiting for a pullback towards these levels. This is where I'm going to be taking the first buys. Or if price action breaks above, then we're going to be looking for a sell. So I'm going to have a buy limit placed right over here. Our stop loss is going to be underneath always. Our entry is what? 33.27. So our stop loss is going to be 33.17. Okay. So that's exactly what we're going to wait for. So we're going to wait for price action to pull back towards the zone, or we're going to have a break and retest above these highs over here. All right. So that's exactly what we're going to wait for. So this is the 1 hour. Just going to 30 so that we don't miss that move. All right. So this is still the Asian. We're having that pullback. Oh God, this is gonna take forever. What is this? Oh, this is moved every minute, so we're gonna put it an hour, I guess. All right, so there we go. So we have the tap here, still not our session. Well, we actually had a buy limit set right there. All right, so cool. Now we're in the 5-minute time frame. We are retesting the areas of interest where most likely I'll be interested in buying the market. So now that we have a tap towards these zones, what are we going to wait for? We're going to wait for those broken structures. So we're going to put this into a 1-minute perspective. We're going to be waiting for price action to break above these highs over here. So this will make more sense. So we have a tap exactly where we wanted to buy the market. Let's wait for the break above. There you go. All right, so I'm taking the first buy position right over here. We're going to pull our stop loss. Our entry is going to be placed at 33 or 32, 34 is going to be our entry. And then our stop loss is going to be 32, 34, 24 is going to be our stop loss. And then our take profits is going to be back above. Always going to be doing a 1 to 3 risk to reward. So just like this. This is going to be the first position that we are going to be taking. So very simple. Let me just give you guys the analysis. We have tapped towards these all the way weekly lows, which price action had a reaction from. So again, we have a tab, bullish reaction, tab, bullish reaction. We had a bullish reaction over here. We have broken above these exact structures over here, which price action perfectly broke above. We got the pullback towards these zones. We are seeing that obviously price action during the London session, we are seeing that price action is perfectly rejecting, right? So that is already our areas of interest. So breaking above these entire structures over here, we have previous areas of support. Broke underneath, we tap into a major support level. Price action perfectly had a bounce play. Bounce play towards the upside, we disrespected these entire zones, which price action used it as an area of resistance. We did see a sell-off, but we did see that price action obviously managed to maintain itself above these areas, right? So that's something to keep in mind. We broke above these levels over here. All we waited for is for that retest around these exact zones. And now we're just waiting for price action to obviously reject it, which exactly did. Look at this perfect 30-minute candle, which we all grabbed liquidity towards these exact zones. Now we're just letting the market do its thing, right? So I'm going to see how you... Lots of contracts. So we're going to use a 0.30. Hopefully it lets me use the same exact one that I always use. Oh, shit. 0.40. And we're going to take a buy position. So let's put this on a lower time frame. Let's see what happens. Exactly the setups that I take. Let's see. First trade here. So you guys see that, right? Rejection towards these exact major zones. Break, retest above these entire highs over here. Previous area of support, previous areas of resistance, broke above, got the pullback. These areas form a nice level of demand zone. Now let's see how this trade plays out. So if I press buy, what happens? All right, so it has a buy position here, and then I guess we're gonna be take profit, stop loss. So stop loss is gonna be 24. And then take profit is gonna be 64. All right, cool. So just like this. So we're losing $400 to make $1,000. And how do you play this now? Stop, limit, market last. I guess we just press play, right? Let's put this 5 minutes. All right, so it looks like we're active in this trade. So let's see what happens. Okay. Damn, this is gonna take fucking forever. So we're gonna put 15 minutes. Fuck that, 5 minutes. Oh, there you go. That is the first trade that we fucking take. Oh, we're gonna smack that take profit. Let's see. So we're up $700 in this trade. Let's see. There we go. Wow. First trade already starting off good. So we made $1,000 off that trade, 1,100. So this was clean as fuck. Beautiful trade. All right, cool. So that is the first trade that we took. Very simple. I mean, you guys saw that, so can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. All right, so what are we going to trade now? This is Friday. Should we trade the New York session? Damn. Let me skip this a little bit, guys, because I guess we don't trade Fridays. So this is the first trade. Skip the fuck out of this entire shit. Oh shit, look at this entire drop. So this happened Sunday. Okay, now we're in Sunday. Okay, cool. So now we're back to a new trading day. So our first trade was a win. That is fucking dope. So let me just take all of this out. We're gonna redo our analysis. Cool. This is pretty cool. All right, so what are we gonna trade? We're gonna trade not Sunday, but we're gonna trade Monday. So this is Sunday. This is Sunday here. Let's just do one more. All right, so this is definitely Monday. Still Sunday. All right, fuck it, whatever. So we're gonna trade it from here. We're gonna go again, do the same exact shit. We're gonna go from a daily time frame, or you know what? We're actually gonna do it from a weekly perspective. So we're not gonna be doing the full markup that I always do. We're just gonna be marking up weekly highs, weekly lows. So fuck all of these monthly highs, lows. This is gonna be very quick. Fuck that. This is not even real money. So very quick, we have the weekly structure. We have our weekly lows over here, and we also have our weekly highs. Those are potential targets where price action can possibly grab liquidity from. So these are the weekly structure. We're gonna go back into a daily time frame. We see that daily time frame. What is the first thing that we noticed? Daily time frame had a bounce from this exact demand zone where we took our buys from, we can say, London session on Friday. We also have the broken structure, which is still the same exact zone from the 4-hour time frame, right? So again, these are just gonna be levels of interest where we can definitely tap into. So this is exactly what I always do. What do we see here? On Friday, we have a tap, we have a break. Now we are getting the pullback. We are retesting all of these exact highs, which price action is already having a bullish reaction from, right? So this is something to keep in mind. We are coming back towards these zones, coming back towards these 4-hour structure. So we are seeing that obviously price action is now forming what? New higher highs and new higher lows. All right, cool. Let's go back into a 1-hour time frame. We're gonna mark up. Should we mark up these highs here? We can say that these are Friday New York highs, so we can just probably have that in mind. We're definitely not trading Sunday, so we're gonna be trading. Let's put this in hours so we can skip all of this shit. Okay, this is what? This is 1 in the morning. This is already the London session. All right, cool. So let's do this quickly. We're gonna trade the London session in this case. So we're looking at the 1 hour. We obviously have a bounce from here. We have taken above these highs over here. We're taking above these highs over here. Again, we do have an area of broken structure from a 4-hour time frame, right? Obviously, we did see that price action was in a bearish market at the beginning of this week, right? We did see that price action obviously rejected off these weekly highs. We did see the market shifted from a bullish market to now shifted to a bearish market from a higher time frame perspective. Broke underneath the structure, pulled back towards these demand. We did see the bounce plays. We're now seeing that price action is heading towards these zones, right? So if we're kind of going into a little bit deeper markets, we're gonna go here and we're gonna mark up our zones that price action broken above. Look at this over here. What do we have? Areas of support, right? This is gonna be a minor support zones where price action might have the same exact push. So we're gonna do something like this. I'm gonna be waiting for, I think this definitely is a buy limit over here. So we're going to definitely place a buy limit. This is something I will take as well. So we're going to place a buy limit exactly at these broken structure, which is definitely my areas of interest for this night. So we're going to mark this like this. Or you know what? We're going to wait for price action to come towards these zones first. So let's go put this 30 minutes. We're going to be waiting for either retest by the market. Let me make this smaller. This is huge. So retest, make this one smaller. Or we're going to either wait for a break and retest. But this is definitely something to keep an eyes on. Right, these lows over here is something to keep an eyes on because we might see price tap, reject, and then sell off. Or we might see price break above, reject, and then maintain itself above, and then continue the buys. So we're going to be waiting for either pullback towards these zones, but this is definitely the areas where I'll be interested in buying the markets. So we're going to push this a little bit. Let's see what happens. If we don't get this fucking push where I want it to be at, this is already the New York session. We did see the New York is kind of already pushing towards the upside. Oh, there we go. We have the first push. So it looks like we missed our buys. Look at that fucking shit. All right, 15. Fuck, this is going too quick. Oh yeah, we missed this one. Yeah, this happened way too fucking quick. So I missed this one. Well, this is the first trade that we missed, but again, our analysis was on point. We were looking for a buy position here or breaking retest above these zones. I probably could have taken the buys right here. If I'm looking deep into it, this was a New York session open, so we could have definitely have a stop loss underneath here and then target another 1 to 3 risk to reward. This would have been something like this. Let's see if it even hits. Yeah. Well, we have our second trade that we missed. This is fine. So we're going to go into the next days. Damn, this would have been another $1,000 trade. quickly. All right, let's just delete all of this shit. Let's redo the analysis again. This is pretty cool. All right, so we missed one trade, but we're up one trade. All right, so now we're gonna do the same exact shit. What are we gonna be marking up? 4 hour time frame. We did see that price broke above these 4 hour structure. Cool. We're coming back towards these supply zones over here. This is interesting. Okay, we have a supply around 33.15. So let's go into a 1 hour time frame real quick. Very quick. Okay, and we also have our weekly highs, which is where price actually started selling off. So we did not sell off from these zones over here. We actually broke above these zones, but now we're coming back towards these supply zones, right? Okay, so we're coming back towards these supplies, which is going to be the areas where we're going to keep an eye on, right? So very simple, 30-minute time frame. We did see that price broke above. We're either going to be waiting for a reaction towards these zones to sell off the markets, or we're going to be waiting for a break and retest above here so we can buy the markets. So that's exactly what I'm going to be looking for. Just let me double check more. Go back into the 1 hour time frame. Let's go into the 4 hour. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna put this actually a 1 minute so the shit does not fucking take off without us. Okay, so we have a break. Let's see what happens here. The only way that I'll be taking a buys here will be a break above these highs. So let's see. And the only way that I'm gonna sell, we break underneath these lows. Let's see. Retesting it. Okay, broke above it. Cool. This is where we're going to enter our buys, and we're going to have our stop loss. So our buy position is going to be at 33.19, meaning our stop loss is going to be at 33.09, which is going to be underneath these lows. We're actually going to place underneath here, which is 33.07. And then our take profit is going to be right above here at a 1 and 3. Cool. So same thing, 40. We're going to place our stop loss. 33.08 is going to be our stop loss. How the fuck you do this again? And then our take profit, 33.53. Cool. The fuck did I do here? No, I just want this. Okay. Save. Let's put this 30 minutes. Let's see what happens. Watch it go straight to stop loss. All right, let's see. Up. All right, so we got our first stop loss. So this over here was a stop loss hit. We lost $400. We're still up $700. Cool. We're going to be waiting for the same thing. I still like the same exact setup, but we're going to be waiting now for price action to break above here. So let's see. So we're going to wait for the same thing. There we go. We're going to attempt this buy once again. Stop loss, same exact lows. Take profit, same exact highs. So we actually go into a 15-minute time frame. And right over here, this is going to be our take profit. Cool. Same buy, guys. Same exact buys. It just whipped us out earlier than what we expected. Stop loss 33.08. And then take profit 33.72. Perfect. Save. Let's give this a buy. Ready? Let's do it. So we have the push. Come on. Let's put this faster actually, because this is taking fucking forever. 1 hour. Cool. Oh, there we go. Look at that, straight to take profit. So that's our second win. Another 1 and 3 risk to reward. That was beautiful. So what we made in this trade here? I did not check that out. It was like 1,000 something. Analytics. What do we have here? So we have taken 3 trades so far. Account balance. Our win rate right now is at 66. We have a total profits of $2,000. So what do we have here? Total winners, 2 trades, Best win was a 33%, average win 28%. We have one loss. All right, that is cool so far. But let's go back to what we were doing. So we have taken a buy here. We have also taken a buy here. This buy over here was very simple, guys. The first one that we actually took a stop loss was very quick, but it was the same exact plan. I did like it, so that's exactly why we attempted it once again. But we came back towards, okay, so check this out. We're coming back towards these weekly highs. We took our buy position from right above these zones over here. So we go back into a lower time frame. Let's go very quick. Exactly right over here. You know what we should have waited for? A little bit pullback. So we actually should have put the horizontal line right exactly at this body here. I put it a little bit top here, or I'll put it above here. This is exactly where it took us at a stop loss, but this was the same exact zone. All right, but whatever. So we end up taking that win. That's cool. So we're 3-2-1. I guess we got 2 more days or 3 more days. So now let's do this all over again. This is pretty cool. So for our structure, we're currently breaking above these weekly highs. Then we also have, let's see, what do we have? We have these lows here. Okay, let's just have this marked up. We have these weekly lows here. Damn, I gotta go back in the video to see exactly, but I know we took a buy here and I know we took a buy here. So that's cool. All right, so what do we have around these levels? This is what? This is Tuesday. So this was Monday, New York. Or yeah, Monday. Now we're in Tuesday. We're trading the London session. We had a tap towards these highs over here, which is a supply zone, regular supply zone. All right, very simple, guys. So what are we gonna do here? Same story. Either buy the market above these levels, or we're selling the market if price action breaks underneath. Or obviously we just wait for the breaking retest above. So we're gonna wait that. Let's put this 15 minutes. Let's skip it every second, see what happens. We're just waiting for price action to tap towards these zones. Yeah, let me just double check that we're tapping into a proper body. That's where I want it, not underneath the bodies. So we want it to be, let's put it at a 1 hour perspective, which is better, much better, like right over here. Cool. So we want it exactly at this body. So we're gonna go back into 30, or let's go back into the 15. We're gonna wait for a reaction towards these zones. All right, so we're gonna wait for a reaction to see what happens. Bullish reaction. Okay, let's go into a 5. It's happened quickly. Okay, we're gonna be buying the market if we break above here. Simple. So a tap, probably liquidity grab towards all of this, and a break above, and that's where we're gonna enter the markets. Let's see. Still nothing clean. Okay, we have a break though, but we don't. Retesting 5 minutes. This is what? This is already the New York session, so we're just gonna mark this up. We're gonna wait for a break above these little highs over here. Okay. There we go. We're going to be entering a buy position right over here. Our stop loss is always going to be, so our entry is at 33.67 or 68. So that means our stop loss is at 33.58. 33.58 is going to be our stop loss, and then our take profit, guys, is going to be at a 1-to-3 risk to reward. So again, if we go into a 1 hour perspective, we're overall bullish. We're having a break and retest above all of these weekly highs over here, which price action has broken above. We got the pullback with this here already multiple rejection. We go down to a 30-minute time frame. We are seeing that obviously this was a minor ranges, which price action broke above these highs, which is exactly what I wanted, right? So all we did here was just grab liquidity towards all of these lows over here, waiting for price action to break above, retest it, and maintain itself above, which is exactly what price action did. So we're going to be entering the same exact thing, 0.40. We're going to be entering a buy position. Our stop loss is at 33.58. And then take profits is going to be at a 33.98. Let's see. Oh, fuck that one. So save. We're gonna put this 1 hour so that we can just skip the whole process. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're having a push. There we go, guys. Another take profit smash. I do this shit for real, guys. You see this shit? It's so fucking easy. So we're doing 3 wins. We're up $3,000, $3,800. So the account balance is sitting at 8,863. This is fucking great. Literally the same exact strategy that I use every single time whenever I'm trading the markets. You guys see how clear it is? All I'm waiting for is a reaction towards major zones, a closure above minor zones, and taking the trade. Look at this, a buy position here, 1 to 3, another 1 to 3, and another 1 to 3. Beautiful. Cannot make this shit up. So that is 3 trades. That is 4 trades. I guess I got 1 more days. So it was from the 5 to the 8. No, I actually got 2 more days. All right, cool. So we're gonna trade 1 more trading session day. So we're gonna skip all of this shit here. The market's gonna keep flying. So this is what? Tuesday. We're gonna wait for the next fucking day. This is still Tuesday. Oh shit, look at this entire gap. This is 23. All right, Wednesday. There we go. Okay, cool. So this is already the new day. All right, cool. So again, going back to the daily time frame. What we're going to do here, we're going to just mark up simply daily structure, which price action is either tapping to or having a reaction from. So we understand the daily has been bullish. We have broken above these daily structure. We're not coming back to these other daily highs over here. Cool. Let's go back into the weekly structure to see what's going on here. Weekly. Okay, so let me just mark up weekly lows over here, just in case. We have broken above these weekly highs. Going back to the daily time frame. Coming back towards these other daily highs over here. Okay. Would this see a rejection towards here Tuesday? Market open on Wednesday, which will open underneath, which is already a sign that buyers are exhausted. All right, so going to a 4-hour time frame, what are we going to be waiting for? We did see already a reaction, so we go into the 1-hour time frame. We are having a rejection towards these supply zone. Cool. Look at this. Simple area, visible areas of supply. We are seeing that price action already had a reaction from these zones. Cool. Let's go into the 15-minute time frame. We tap towards these lows over here, highs, which we are having a bullish reaction, same exact way. But notice this. Let's go into a 5-minute time frame. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm waiting for right here, guys. You see this? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be looking for a sell position. So what we're going to be taking a sell. So we have a rejection towards our major zone, which is the weekly highs. We had already a bearish reaction. We're just going to wait to see if price action, either we come, take above all of these highs, and then start trading underneath these levels. I'm going to be taking a sell, or if price action just break underneath these zones over here, we're going to be taking a sell. So let's see. We're going to put this 15 minutes so that we don't miss the move. Okay, so we have a rejection towards these levels. Okay, this one looks dope. Yeah, I think I'm going to be taking the sell here, guys. Yeah. So tap towards the supply, rejection. Let's just wait for this 1 minute. Trading underneath the structure. Yeah, I'm going to be taking these sells, guys, actually. So I'm going to be entering the market at 33 here. Stop loss is going to be above these wicks. Take profit all the way down. So, okay, hold on. So if we take a sell here, and if this one failed, my next areas of interest is still going to be above here, which I do believe, yeah, this will be my other one, right around here. Okay, well, this is going to be the first attempt. So we're going to be taking a sell here and then take profit 1 to 3. So we're going to sell the market. Cool. Stop loss 34.08. Let me make sure my microphone is off. Imagine it was off. Take profit 33.45. All right, we're gonna put this in hour. Let's see what happens. So again, analysis rejection toward our major highs, which is gonna be at the 43.32. We had a bearish reaction. We left a supply zone. Price action broke underneath. We got the pullback towards supplies. We had those rejection. Now we're just gonna let the market do its thing. Let's put play. Again, if this one hits stop loss, I'm gonna be looking for another sell position around here. So let's see. So look, guys, we had the bearish reaction already. Wow, that was fucking deep quickly. But we have our take profits here. Again, I would have gone break even here, but since this is just a back testing, we're just gonna see what happens. But let's see. What are we bouncing off from? Let me just go back into a 15-minute time frame. Because we are seeing these sellers. We're just bouncing off from these lows. Because again, we're still bullish here. Okay. Let's put play. Oh, now this is ranging. That's cool. But it's going in our favorites. Okay, so that one hit stop loss, guys. Oh, shit, quickly. Fuck. Alright, so this one hit stop loss. Damn. It tapped in very quick into this zone. That's where I wanted to take the sell. Well, we hit stop loss on this one, which is fine. We wanted it to hit, obviously, the full take profit. We're always looking for the 1 and 3. We would have definitely gone break even after 1 and 2 risk to reward around these levels here, which is fine. You know what? I mean, we would have definitely hit that take profit. I mean, I just had my stop loss a little bit bigger, but our take profit, our entry was at 33.92, so that means our stop loss was going to be at 34.02, which was going to be right over here, 34.02, and then our take profits would have definitely be at a 1 and 3. So this would have been a take profit full hit, but we placed our stop loss a little bit higher, so that is my fault. But this would have been a full take profit, but whatever, it's a stop loss. But now we tap towards these zones, the levels I was telling you guys I was interested in selling the market. But since we are now breaking above these other key levels over here, which is previous highs, what I'm going to be waiting for, if price action has obviously a bullish reaction and break above these structures over here, then I'll be looking for the buy. But if we trade underneath these levels over here, then I'm going to be looking for sells, give the same exact sell and opportunity. But this one's a stupid loss. I put my stop loss a little bit higher. It's always 100 pips, whatever. Let's put this a minute time frame so that we don't miss that shit. All right, let's see. Oh my god, bro, I keep pressing this so quick. But whatever. All right, let's see what happens. This was a 5-minute. Keep pressing this shit so quick, but our entry would have been somewhere here. But whatever, let's enter the market here. Stop loss. So our entry is what? 30.90, so that means our stop loss is 3400. Take profit still at a 1 and 3, so take profit at 33.58. Okay, same shit. $33.58. Let's see. There we go. So take profit smash. This one smashed. We hit another take profit. Wow, that one even fell even more. Wow. Look at that. This one dropped like, wow, 1 and 6 risk to reward. That is cool. But anyways, this one over here pisses me off. That was my fault, guys. I placed a bigger stop loss. My stop loss are always at 100 points. You see this 100 points, 100 points, 100 points, the other ones. But this was a clean exact sell. But again, remember I told you guys, if this one fails, then I have this other zone that I have marked up, which is another supply where I'm waiting for price action to fully tap, which is exactly where price action had the bearish reaction. So I was clicking quickly, so I was not able to enter, but this over here would have definitely be my entry right after price action comes back towards these highs, we retest these broken structures. So if you go into a 1 minute time frame, look at this perfect bearish reaction, break underneath, pull back, retest this broken structure, and then sell off the markets. We missed the first entry, waited for price action to either, we were trading above all of these highs over here, but we are respecting our major zone still. So we broke above, but the only way that I was interested in buying the market would have been above these 5 minute structures over here. But notice how we failed. We broke underneath. This over here would have been my entry, but again, I was clicking fast, but we still managed to enter a sell. But as you guys can see, our sell analysis, or our analysis, has been on point. So far, I think we need one more trade. So we're at the 8th, or I think we're done. So let me just delete all of this here. Can we take one more trade? Not 100% sure. Let's check. Now this is our data. So our P&L, we started $5,000. We're currently sitting at $9,500. Our total P&L is sitting at $4,500. We have a win rate of 66.6. So let's see our wins and losses. So we have 4 wins and we have 2 losses. All right. So that is cool. How many trades do we have left? Let's go to dashboard. I think we're done, right? Oh, we have one more trading day. Okay, cool. So we have 40 minutes. Well, this is pretty much what we've been trading for. But you guys saw this, right? We have taken 6 trade. We have won 4. We have lost 2. Our overall win rate is sitting at 66.7. So let's do this one more time. This is the last trading day. So we understand that price action came towards these highs, which obviously we go into the weekly time frame. These are tapping into these weekly highs. You guys can see, or no, my bad, to the daily time frame. We're tapping towards these daily time frame, which obviously price action had a bearish reaction from. Cool. So that's something to have in mind. We have broken under where we're currently at around these areas. And we also have these lows over here, which is where price action had that bullish reaction from. So we're seeing some seller action as of right now. Let's go into the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour trading once again underneath these levels. We also have these other zones marked up here. These are demand zones. We also have these highs over here. So we went to 1 hour. This is like muscle memory, guys. Literally muscle memories. Just want to see very quick what's going on here. Let's say right here. Okay, so we are trading what? This is now the New York session. Yeah, this is the New York session. So we had a bearish reaction during the London. We tapped towards these levels of supply. We did see the sell-off. We have a 1-hour intraday broken structure. We're currently trading underneath these zones over here. So I believe this is the exact same weekly highs. I believe so. Right? Yeah, we're still trading underneath those weekly highs. Daily, broken under those daily structure. But again, keep this in mind. We just had those short-term sellers. Daily is now retesting what these daily broken structures. So we have a high, potential higher low, retesting above all of these entire structures. So let's go back into a 1-hour time frame. What are we going to be waiting for? So very simple. I do like these zones over here. 33.20. Let's go into lower time frame. 33.20. Having a bullish reaction from it. Maybe. All right, so let's see. We're either going to be waiting for a bounce place towards these zones or a continuation of sell if we break underneath. All right, so this is exactly what we're going to be waiting for. So a bounce place from towards these levels, but the only way that I'll be interested in buying the market, very simple, always going to be waiting for that broken structure above previous highs. So just like if we go into a 1 minute time frame, let's make sure it looks clean. No, yeah, I think this one over here will make clean. Makes sense. All right, but let's see. We're gonna put this 1 minute. Let's see what happens. If we break above here, we're looking for buys. And if we break underneath here, we're looking for sells. But let's see. Okay, breaking. This is so easy. Look at this. Yeah, I'm taking buy position here, guys. We're taking buys. We're going to be taking buys here. We're just waiting for that break above. There you go. Taking these buys. Our buy position is set at 33.36. Stop loss 33.26. And then take profits right above here at a 1-3 risk to reward, which is 33.67. So we're going to be taking a buy. This is the last trade. Buy. Stop loss is set at 33.26. Take profits set at 33.66. Save. So we're looking at a 1-3 risk to reward. Again, very quick analysis. We're going to go from a 1 hour time frame. We are coming back towards these exact demand zone. Notice how we swept out of these lows. We are trading above it. We broke above these highs over here. If we look at it from a 4 hour perspective, very simple. We are just simply trading the market structure. So we go into daily time frame. We are obviously having a bullish reaction towards these levels, which we broke above. We're getting the pullback towards these entire broken structures, right? Now, obviously, since we had a bearish reaction earlier from the London session, which was a sell-off from these supplies, a rejection towards these other supplies, which price action had a broken structure over here, we might be taking a bounce place because, again, we're still overall in this 1 hour time frame, right? In the lower time frame, we're still in the bearish market since we had a bearish structures over here, and we're still trading underneath these weekly highs, right? So we might see a bounce place towards these levels where we can probably give sell and opportunities, right? Now, obviously, if these buy position over here or if these sells buy position over here fails and we start breaking underneath these levels, then we just simply react and adapt, right? But very simple. We're gonna put this 1 hour and we're gonna put play. Let's see what happens. What do you guys think? We're gonna hit stop loss. This is the last trade, so we're gonna hit stop loss or we're gonna hit take profits. This looks clean to me. So let's put play. All right. Fuck, but this is 1 minute time frame. So as of right now, we're having that push. Let's go into the 15. I think that one goes faster. Okay, so as of right now, we're up 300 bucks. Can't make this shit up, guys. Literally cannot make this shit up. Look at that. We're up $5,000. $10,000, 700 is the account balance. What I told you guys, we have a 1 hour broken structure, which we might see a rejection from. But we're done. I think we're done for the day, right? So let's see the data real quick. We have a win rate of 71.4. We have taken 7 trades. We won 5 trades. We lost 2 trades. So yeah, I think we're done. Yeah, this is the last one that I'm doing. And yeah, remaining balance is 1, but I'm pretty sure we're done already here. That's cool. So let me just see what happens next, since we are still in the 5.8. I can't make this up. Like we told you guys, if we come back towards these levels over here, we're going to be looking for that sells, which was simply that 1 hour broken structure. Look at that. Price action perfectly had a bearish reaction towards these levels, and we immediately started selling off. We took a buy from these exact demands where price action had a bullish reaction from, and then we just simply bought the market once we broke above these highs, and then we just tapped towards these other levels, and then we just sell the markets. But I guess this is done already. We are done with our market, right? We're still 5.8. Let's just skip this a little bit longer. Okay, perfect. The limit has finished. Would you like to see? Yeah, show me my data. So this is the first session. Look at this. We started at a $5,000 account. Right now we're sitting at $10,700. We made a total profits of $5,700. Our win rate sits at 71.4%. This is our total trades. So this is a really cool website. I do recommend you guys to do check it out. I am going to leave the link down below so you guys can obviously check it out and give it yourself a try. I'm going to be using this a lot now. Actually, whenever I do my back testing session, I'm actually going to be doing this. Going back testing over the session. I do believe these are live data as well, or live markets, which is dope. But again, this is pretty much our P&L. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something the way that I trade. I'm actually going to be doing a full YouTube video to show you guys my strategy, to obviously go a little bit more detail, my bad. because in this video I went a little bit quick, just since it's muscle memory, I already know exactly the levels where I'll be interested in buying or selling the markets. But you guys pretty much saw everything, the way that I execute the markets, the things that I wait for. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.